able to give yourself a link on Facebook is you can do it through your profile, or you could also create your own separate page. For example, create a I have a page that I use for my business, but you could also create these type of fan pages for specific Amazon niches, for example. So let me pull up my profile. I want to say it's in my profile that I have the link. Yeah, here we go. In your contact information, you can provide a website address right here to use as a link, and this link will end up getting indexed for you. And you're not gonna get, major benefits by having these links here, but I do feel like in this day and age, with everything being centered around social networking, I do feel like Google is looking to see that your sites are connected up with social networks in some way, form, or fashion, because it's kind of like a validation for them in a way. Kind of a way that they have used to help to weed out sites that are spamming. Thank you, Pat. Pat says my daughter's so cute. Yeah, she likes dancing. Let's see, I feel like I'm missing something here. Let me take a look back on my notes real quick just to make sure I'm not missing something that I wanted to be talking to you guys about. Outside of creating a Facebook group, for example, you have all different types of pages that you can use. You can create fan pages like what I've done for my business, for example. And then within your business page, you can even then create all of these additional sub-pages to go along with it. Now, this is also getting into slightly more advanced topics because it might not be something that everybody can run out and do. But as you can see, I have this page set up within Facebook that I actually use to collect email addresses for something in particular. So you can use the same strategy for Amazon affiliate sites to help to bring in extra visitors for you. Now, I believe that is pretty much the majority of everything that I have planned to teach you guys tonight. However, if you have any questions in particular, I don't have any problem in revisiting some things. I've got a little bit of time here built in for just open questions and answers. So feel free to type in any questions you may have. More on site structure would be good. Okay. What I will do with my site structure, let me go back to the home page of this particular site here. What I'm typically doing is everything that is on my site is actually a WordPress page. I don't use the WordPress post. So what I'm doing is creating customized pages and linking them together by using HTML. This can be simple HTML. It could be nothing more than perhaps a link that goes along with an image, for example. And you're linking up to other pages that are on your website. So what you would essentially want to do is, before you build your website, sit down and list all of the pages that you have planned to build on your website, and then try to organize those pages in some way that makes some type of sense and will help to aid with the navigation of your website. So all you would really need to do is then to come up with a couple different category pages that you could have on your site. You create those pages as a WordPress page and not using the WordPress category system. And then on those pages, you would then link to other product pages, for example, that are relational to that page. So people would have to navigate through the category pages on your site to get to the product pages on your site, for example. In doing this, you're essentially creating a hierarchy structure for the pages of your site, and this really does help when it comes along to getting better search engine rankings. Is there a WordPress-like product to develop Facebook pages? I'm not entirely sure about that, Scott. I typically end up doing my stuff myself, so I don't end up using a lot of software, for example, to develop my Facebook pages. I did all of those manually. Do I make a site page for my site? Steve, are you referring to a Google sitemap, for example, or are you talking about on my actual site just creating a sitemap page, for example, that basically just lists all of the different pages on my site? I will make those on my websites sometimes, but typically only, okay, one that can be accessed. Yes, typically I will save those for sites that are larger. Usually if there are not a lot of different pages on my site or a bunch of different levels that you would have to navigate through to reach those, then I will create sitemap pages. However, I will still always create a sitemap to use with Google Webmaster Tools, for example. I recommend setting all your sites up on Google Webmaster Tools and to use that to help to track your traffic. And it also helps to give you better rankings too, in my opinion at least. Let's see, Pat, I won't be able to make 2 sessions of the masterclass. They will be taped. Yes, for people that end up joining my full training webinar courses, if you are not able to attend one of the sessions and you find that you have questions later on, I don't have a problem if you guys contact me outside of the webinars between weeks, for example, to get additional information. Let's see, with Keyword Planner, is there still a way to access broad match types? No, Laura, I don't believe there is anymore. I'm wanting to say that with the new Keyword Planner, I think they have made it exact match only. I don't believe they offer a way to pull up the broad match types, unfortunately. I did like to use those two just kind of as a general reference, but unfortunately it seems like they have gotten rid of those. Do I recommend the use of WordPress responsive themes when building Amazon affiliate sites? I think it just depends on the site you're trying to build and what the theme can do for you, really, Stacy. I have not used a lot of other themes. I'm assuming you're probably talking about like commercial themes that WordPress theme developers are selling, for example. I have seen some of those that do look really, really nice. I think it's really just a matter of what you feel like will work best for the particular niche that you're trying to target on your websites. Let's see, Pat is asking, when I do my reviews, do I outsource it, write it myself, or use anything like software that was selling recently? I honestly end up writing my reviews myself most of the time, Pat. I actually don't use outsourcing for hardly anything. Every once in a blue moon, I might outsource something if I just, reach crunch time and I can't get something done in time and need an extra pair of hands on it. But most of the time, I'm usually just out to do everything on my own. That way, I feel like if, for example, let's say you pay somebody to write content for your websites for you. If things were to change in that industry after a year or two, let's say, for example, you have a site on computers. Whatever articles are there now would need to kind of be updated after a year or two. So by learning that information yourself, I feel like it also leaves you in a position to be able to do future work on your sites a lot easier. Whereas I feel like once you start outsourcing, you're kind of stuck outsourcing all the time. Let's see, Bernie, I'll check on that for you, Bernie. Sorry about that. Any other questions that you guys have? Feel free to ask at any time. After tonight, I'm actually going to be running a series of 12 more of these Amazon coaching webinars. And in these 12 webinars, I'm actually going to build a complete Amazon affiliate site for you guys from start to finish. Everything from, the research to the actual site construction to even marketing the site. Each of these webinars, of those 12 webinars, they'll each be about 2 hours apiece. And I also create an ebook guide to go along with each webinar. Now, these aren't little dinky checklist ebook guides. They're actually like full ebooks. For the last time I did this, not with Amazon, with a different subject matter, most of my ebooks ended up being between 20 and 35 pages a piece. This is for each one of the webinars. So there will actually be 12 of those, one to go along with each webinar. So it's kind of a follow-along guide that you can use with the webinar. And then after it's all said and done, you can use them for future reference to go back and to use for more touch-up training. And then you'll also get all of the live webinars recorded for you, and you get permanent access to those. Now, when I build my Amazon affiliate websites, I don't make use of other stuff, other products out there that you would have to actually buy. I teach all of my methods are free methods, with the exception of minor things which I do consider to be optional, like advertising on Facebook, for example. It's really one of the few instances where I put any money into these sites. All I'm doing is buying a domain name and paying for a web hosting account, which is pretty cheap, as you guys probably know. So the only actual paid software that I use when I build my websites are my own WordPress plugins. I have 5 particular Amazon WordPress plugins that I commonly use on a lot of my sites. And I'm actually going to be including developer's license copies of all 5 of these plugins for you guys, anybody that is attending this 12 series course here. And my reason for doing so is that I don't want you to have to go out and buy anything else to be able to do what I am showing you how to do. I want you to have all the tools that you need up front to be able to do exactly what you need to get the job done. So then, as I built my own website, I encourage you guys to build your own site too at the same time throughout the course of the series. So by the time you're finished, you should actually have a completed Amazon affiliate site just like mine, and have it earning some type of monthly revenue for you. And then my last training session in this whole series, I'm actually going to teach you guys how to sell completed Amazon affiliate sites. I've done this numerous times before in the past myself. I've actually registered a domain name, and 6 weeks later to the day, I had a completed website up on that domain name that was making a monthly profit, an Amazon affiliate website. And then I turned around 6 weeks after I registered the domain and sold it for $3,000. Now, granted, not every Amazon affiliate website is going to sell for $3,000, but they said, whoa, it's about to storm out here. But it just goes to show you that if you build an Amazon affiliate site that is making some type of monthly income, it is extremely easy to find somebody to buy that website from you. A lot of times people will take the monthly income of a website, multiply it by 18, and that's typically the price that these website buyers are willing to pay for your Amazon site. So instead of sitting around for the next year and a half and collecting the monthly payments to make that kind of money, you could just build a site and quickly cash it out if you wanted to. Obviously, you would need to continue to build new sites like that to be able to continue to make that kind of money every month. But then other people just choose to build their sites one at a time, hold on to them, and then build a larger income each month by adding new sites onto it. So if you guys would like to join me for this upcoming 12-class Amazon coaching series, I've added the link to that in the chat box for you, and you can also see that address is right here on my page. For about the next 2.5 days or so, I have the price of this set to 50% off. Huge discount for everything that you're getting included, and it's honestly a steal of a deal. So I highly recommend that you guys check this out and come and join me for these training sessions if you are interested in learning more as an Amazon affiliate. And even if you decide not to go on and join these training courses with me, it's quite all right. I still hope that you picked up some useful information tonight that you can go and apply to your own businesses. Laura, yes, deleting unused plugins from your site can help to speed up the loading time of the site. If you have WordPress sites, plugins that are activated on your site that you are not actually using, maybe you installed it just trying to test it out, for example, and you didn't end up using it, but it's just sitting around, then you do want to go ahead and deactivate those off of your site, because that code is still getting loaded for that plugin every time your site is accessed, whether it's actually being used again. Let's see, this Amazon course that I am talking about, this is going to be starting in early August. Each of the 12 sessions are roughly 6 days apart. I didn't want to stretch it out and have it lost too horribly long in terms of, you know, from the beginning to the end of the course. But I also didn't want to pile all of these up, for example, one day after the next and try to move through all this in 12 days, because I don't think the average person has enough time to keep that same type of pace. So I have set them each 6 days apart, so you can have a little bit of time to work on each phase of the process as we go along. So the initial start date for it will actually be on August the 9th, about 2 weeks or so away. Let's see. Peter is asking if I can put my Facebook links up again. I don't think I can do that without resetting my slideshow here. I'll punch those into the chat box for you here, Peter. This link right here is my Facebook business page for my WordPress plugins. This is my personal Facebook page. Just join me and send me a friend request there if you want to keep in touch, for example. And then I also have the Amazon Facebook group, which this is a new group. I have really not done too much with it yet, but I do welcome people to come into that group, especially while I'm just working on getting it started. And feel free to ask me questions that you might have, and I'd be more than happy to go to that group. Of course, I provided the wrong link. Sorry about that. There's the link for the Facebook group, not the previous one. I was thinking Facebook used subdomains for their groups and not a subdirectory. Yes, Jason, I will cover some trademark, copyright, legal information in that course, in the 12-session course. Amazon does have a number of different requirements and restrictions that they are looking for their affiliates to follow. Now, 9 times out of 10, if you break one, they're not going to immediately ban you as an Amazon affiliate. But if you get to the point where you're making a reliable monthly income with Amazon, you want to be absolutely positive that you're not violating any of those rules, because they can decide to single you out if you decide to, if you start making a lot of money, for example. They can definitely single you out and say you're not following this rule of ours, and they can close your account down, and legally speaking, they could technically even try to recover past earnings if they have been earned in violation of their rules, for example. So I will be touching on some of that stuff in this series to ensure all of you guys are building your sites properly. Let's see, Rhonda is asking about my 5 plugins that are included. What are the functions of these plugins? The first plugin is called Product Style. Product Style is a full-featured Amazon plugin. It builds advertisements. These are actually the advertisements that I've used on parts of this dog crate sizes page, for example. They're product information advertisements, so it includes like the price information to go along with the product, and it automatically creates your affiliate links for you. It pulls all that information in from Amazon to put into your advertisements, but then it also allows you to completely customize your advertisements. So you get to choose what information is showing up in the advertisements, and you're choosing the design of the advertisements, colors, the whole 9 yards. And then you can even take those advertisements and combine them into comparison charts that offer the same type of flexibility. Now, the next plugin is called Azon. Azon, you install it on your site, and it automatically looks on each page of your site to see what Amazon product you're promoting. And then it looks on Amazon and tries to find accessories for that product. For example, if you're promoting a TV on your website, then it might go out and find some cords that are specifically for that TV. Maybe it'll pick out like a DVD player or something that goes along with it, and it will list those in separate advertisements for accessory ads to try to help and boost your sales for each product. Now, the next product is called Extend-A-Zon. Extend-A-Zon is an Amazon shopping cart plugin. What it actually does is when you click on a product on your website, instead of that link taking you directly to Amazon to look at the product information page, Extend-A-Zon adds that product into a shopping cart on your website that actually shows up like in your sidebar, for example. And then when people have added all the products to their shopping cart that they want, they click the checkout button, and it takes you along to Amazon to complete a purchase for all of those products together instead of just trying to sell one individual product. And a major benefit to that is that using that particular system, it uses a 90-day cookie life instead of the standard 24-hour cookie life that Amazon typically uses for their affiliate links. When somebody clicks on an Amazon link on your site and goes to Amazon, they have 24 hours to complete a purchase on that product in order for you to get a commission for it. Even if they come back 1 minute after that 24-hour time period and buy the product, Amazon keeps the commission for themselves. So the shopping cart system that Extend-A-Zon creates is a way that you can get around that, and once those products are put into an Amazon shopping cart, you actually get a full 90 days to have the person complete their purchase, and then it will give you credit for it. So I personally feel like it offers a way to recover commissions, essentially, that you're probably already earning, but Amazon's probably keeping because they were probably after the 24-hour time period. Now, the next plugin is called Daily Deal-A-Zon. What Daily Deal-A-Zon actually does, if you remember me talking about back on the Amazon website here, the deals that are right here, these gold box deals are actually picked up by Daily Deal-A-Zon, and you can provide a category, for example, or a keyword phrase that is used to pick out specific gold box products for you, and then it will automatically promote those products on a page of your site. And it uses a live countdown timer along with it to help to instill a sense of urgency to complete a purchase on that. So Daily Deal-A-Zon is a way that you can promote these gold box deals automatically without having to revisit this page every week or two and refresh your deals. Yes, LJ, if somebody clicks on your link, you still get credit if they buy something you're not promoting. Somebody clicks on your link and goes to Amazon, and then they decide they don't want that product, but then maybe they continue to search through Amazon to try to find the right product that they did want to purchase. As long as they complete that purchase within the time frame for your Amazon affiliate cookie, then you will get credit for those sales. So if you have ever seen random sales on your affiliate account for products that you're obviously not promoting, that's where those typically come from. So the more people you're sending to Amazon and the longer of a cookie life that you have for those people, then statistically you have the best chance of getting commissions, even if it's not on things that you're not promoting. It's actually pretty easy to get approved as an Amazon affiliate clerk. All you really need to do is just set up one website if you haven't already applied with them, and just answer their questions that they have in their application, and just make it apparent that you're essentially wanting the Amazon ads to help and enhance your website, to make it better for your website visitors.